Back again, my friends. Here we are in part 3 of the Fall of Rome, cleaning up some work that I had to take care of here at the end of, and that's why you don't chop those trees down. Here at the end of, what is it, part 2, moved into part 3. Now I'm going to take down the walls in our way, in the way of this wonder that we're going to take down. I could go west, but I'm not. Made the executive decision. And I have some trebuchets back here as well. So, what is this? A hussar was killed. Oh no. So, looks like, do we have room in the inn? No, we don't. And right now, I'm mainly focused on getting these Petards in and making the most out of them. So, we still have plenty left over. I'm going to hustle everybody in now. Hopefully, we can get rid of this wonder with our Petards as quickly as possible. But you can see right here, they have some champions, they have some longbowmen, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult than just hustling on in and taking it out. What you can do is you can bring in a decoy scout cavalry, I don't care, hussar, whatever you have, to redirect their units. And we're also taking down some houses, it looks like. Get in there, blow this up. Yeah! Goodbye. Alright, so we had one enough. Just all we had was one more than, or exactly the number we needed. Beautiful. Didn't waste anybody there. Drop off all your lumber that you got. Send them back to the lumber camp. I'm reorganizing everybody here. They're all over the place. How many do I have? You good. So now that we have 9 of our lumberjacks, where are the rest? So I'm going to send them over here now. Okay, so Aquileia is starting to build it up now. Let's see what's going on over there. Looks like they have some trebuchet actions from Verona. Kind of surprised I'm getting hit from them over there. We got some more Aquileian units chilling out there, not knowing what to do. So we're going to get rid of this trebuchet real quick, continue to repair this action. I'm going to get spies here. Once I get rid of them, they just kept pumping out villagers. I wonder who that was. Not really sure on that. Try to take down Aquileia next because they're pretty easy to get rid of, and to do so I'm going to build or train some scouts, which will be hussars for me. Might want to get some double wall action going on, but you can see this heavy cavalry archer assault is doing us good. So we have 9 of our lumberjacks. I'm still looking for one of the other guys, and I'm going to queue up some more of these farms. I am running low. So there you are, you rebel. Send you over there, and I'm going to send these Tarkans inside this castle, even though that's going against the grain. And I know Verona's building this wonder. I'm going to deal with that later on. Padua is going to chill here for a while. They're not too big of a threat. What you can even do is you should be able to get rid of that guard tower and then hit this town center with just cannon galleons, I believe. If you were to build a dock on the other side of this little pond area. So that's going to continue to be repaired, and now that these scouts are ready, I'm going to send them east. Now we got this gate, it's purposeful, and we're going to scout out the area that we're going to need to hit in order to get rid of this wonder. Aquileia should go down very quickly if you just get rid of their wonder and then their town center all in one swing, one fell swoop. And I'm going to build some more Petards because I want to use the Petards to take down Padua's town center in their northern town center, that is, because they have one more down here as well. So hussars are coming through. These guys are working for us well. Got any idle villagers? Yes, I forgot about you. There's reason I forgot about you, you rebel lumberjack. And Aquileia has quite a few units on the outskirts of their base being produced in the barracks, being produced in the siege workshop, whatever, the stable. They have a lot of villagers as well, so getting rid of them will greatly help in getting spies. And if we can, we want to be able to sneak in through their gate. It's a little bit of an extension of a wall to get an idea of where their town center is. I'm going to chill right here, put no attack stance, and then... No, we missed our opportunity. That's unfortunate. So we're just going to have to wait for this other villager. No, she's going to start chopping. She's going to start chopping. Okay, so... Oh, here comes another guy. And we're just going to chill right here and now jump on through. Beautiful, just like so. And you can see their town center is very vulnerable. So is their wonder if you get in far enough, which we plan on doing. So we got both of those scouted out. We're going to send our guys in a little bit further over here. So in case they are to come after my trebuchets, they might be far enough inside Aquileia's base, we can buy ourselves a little bit more time. So I'm just going to have them get killed, no problem. And Trebuchet is going to get sent over here. I'm going to build one additional just because you never know what could happen out in the field of war. And we're going to send 4 of the Trebuchets for this town center, 2 of them up here. Hopefully you want to be wary of the Cavaliers or whatever in your way so you don't get killed, obviously. So these Petards are being produced. Got 1 more waiting. And I'm going to cancel all these Petards because I want to get the Trebuchets up. And so I'm going to put about 9 more Petards in the stockpile. No, you're not going over there. You're not going with the Trebs. Sorry. So I do still have this guy over there. And don't want to see that. My B. So it looks like this is getting the most dense place in terms of being attacked by my enemies. So I'm going to wall that off a little bit more. Get rid of this guy. That's an impediment in the way of my hussars, and that's not the one I wanted to delete. Whatever. So you can see Verona halfway through building their wonder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send my units through transport ship, or even if I want to send them in this little valley between Milan's old base and Padua, I can do so. Sneak my units on in. Trebuchet is ready, so I'm going to send them over there. Once again, 2 up here, 3 down here to get rid of this town center. This should probably be at about 1,300 hit points by the time I get over there. It's about 4 hits with the Trebuchet, roughly. 4 or 5. Good accuracy, hopefully. And they do have pretty good accuracy with being the Huns, which I do like. And on our last go-around of gold, so once I take down Aquileia, I'm not going to be mining any more gold for quite a while because, I'll be having to wait till I take down Aquileia because then I'll get spies. It'll finally be appropriate. Got plenty of wood around my base where I'll be able to sell some of the wood in the market, or even some stone if I really need to. But I plan on keeping the stone just in case some horrid thing does occur. And we have 3 Petards. I'm going to send them, rush them in, that is, take down that town center, and they do have one down there as well, so just be aware of that. So 2 of these guys I'm going to send, there we go, up here. Send them behind that guard tower, and then the remaining 4, you want to send towards their town center, so you can just get them in this little crease right next to this guard tower. Once again, it's a guard tower. Guard towers do not hurt you too much when you're coming at them with trebuchets, obviously, because wood and arrows. I've seen wood lock arrows many times in my life. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker example right there. And you can see they don't have too many units ready, partly because I brought a lot back there. And it's going to be a longer run for those units that it would normally be if I didn't send in those scouts initially. So once these trebuchets are up, you want to make sure that they're firing right at this town center, not a barracks or anything else, because you don't want to be wasting your firing or your chances at assaulting Aquileia. So get rid of this wonder now. A couple hits on that, and that'll be done. And I would say start unpacking this guy. So we destroyed their wonder and we destroyed their town center, so they start resigning. Beautiful, just like Milan has done. Both of our units are pretty much unscathed, so they'll be killing all these villagers. And right away you want to take advantage of this, and you want to go for spies before, I don't know, Verona or Padua makes up the difference. So Aquileia packs it in. How easy is this? This is reason 1 why I wanted to redo this scenario. So in a second here, Aquileia should be resigning. These villagers will be going down here, but they have quite a few villagers, so it's going to take a little bit longer than normal. Just keep checking their score. There we go, beautiful, and they're coming for the villagers now. So you can check the spies. You can already see it making a huge difference for you. Aquileia resigned, so all these villagers are void, I believe, and I'm just going to go with spies right now. So you can see down here that there is a Paduan town center, and there are quite a few villagers there. So I'm going to start sending this group of Petards in, and wherever my trebuchets are, I'm not exactly sure where I sent them. I'll be back 1 second. It's got to pause it real quickly. Alright, I apologize for that. Got a telephone call, and it gives me time to refresh my memory as to where the trebuchets are, and they're still outside my base. So I'll send them in there right next to this mining camp, and hopefully these Petards don't get ransacked, if that's the right word, by any longbowmen or whatnot. guard towers. So once this town center is taken care of, you want to send your trebuchets, which it actually might be a good idea. No, I'm going to stick with my initial plan. I'm going to send them west all the way over here. You got some champions still, which I'm a little bit concerned about. And I'm going to send my transport ship down here so I can get these trebuchets to join in. And might as well just kill a couple villagers while I'm at it. Feel the burn. Feel the burn. TNT Dynamite. Thank you, Alfred Nobel. Actually, that doesn't exist yet. So might as well get rid of their food source. And with the trebuchets coming over... Where are you? Alright, that'll be a while. Alright, I'm going to send them right about through this gate. And hopefully I can... There is a very, very, very small outside chance that it could be the scenario in this part. They start to reinforce their base down here now. They might start building their additional wonder, which I believe they do build down here as well. And obviously Verona is our biggest threat. We want to take down this town center. And we also want to be able to send units over here to get rid of this wonder by hitting it on that weak side. So what I'm going to do to help that is I'm going to build a castle. I'm going to build a castle right in here, right on top of the hill if I can. There we go. And I'm going to have this guy build a dock somewhere on the east side of this water, or the land, excuse me. And are my trebs over here yet? Not quite. So I have a couple of these guys. I'm going to check the map. So there's a gold patch right there, and then in Padua. So there's not a lot of gold left for you. So here's our trebuchets. That should be plenty. 5 down there. That'll quickly get rid of this town center. And Padua's town center is pretty far inland, that is. So if I can, I'm not going to be able to sneak it past Padua that direction. So, what am I going to do with these guys? You know what? I'm going to actually redirect them. I'm going to send them back into my base so I can get them to go into this transport ship that I'm going to be building. Then I'm going to start sending these guys down here, try to get them to take down the town center of Verona first, and then maybe get Padua's town center in while I'm at it. But I kind of doubt that'll happen. And then this guy will be working for Verona's wonder, which will be on the weak side. See, there's not too much defending. There's only a gate right there. And Verona's city is really not that big. It's kind of intimidating because they get kind of sprawling, but it's really not that big. So only need one transport ship. That'll be fine. And castle is ready, so you just want to set the strict rally point right there. And we're going to build 5 trebuchets because they have a full wonder by the time we get down there, and we're going to need it. And you can build a castle, I guess, and have the trebuchets just be dropped off right there, but I think I'll be alright. So, still some Milan loyalists. Oh, quit mooing. Still some Milanese, or if that's how you say it, loyalists out there on the home front trying to defend their brethren. So, once you get down to Western Roman Empire, please do not attack them. You do not need to do that, even though your instincts tell you to do so. And if this is trebuchet action, and it is, I'm going to press shift, and thank you for going after my walls. So you're going to die here in a second before your paladins get over there. And now that you're ready, I'm going to unload you. And all 4 of you guys are finally going to be of use for me for a different purpose. And I'm going to send them right through this little valley. You want to send it right there. So don't get attracted by what you see at Padua. Just keep your Tarkans on the straight and narrow. Get rid of these trebuchets. Like so. You're going to go down. I can hear the horses breathing, huffing and puffing. They're like fire in their face. And we got a little hole in the wall, so haha. And I'm going to build our train of villager. And make sure you're following that valley. And any trebuchets that get over here, you can just send them right into the transport ship. Get them down to take down Verona's wonder. So hopefully we make it over there in time. Obviously, siege units move pretty slowly, and looks like they're getting a bright idea, and they're sending their units over here. So I'm going to probably die. Or at least not have all my trebuchets make it over here. Not a big deal. I guess I could have built my castle, but Hopefully 3 trebuchets will at least be able to get rid of their town center, or Padua's town center. Padua. Sounds cooler being Paduan, because it's like Padawan. Killed. Who are you going for now? You going for Trebs? I know you're not. I know you're not. You better not. It's for a greater purpose. For the Hunnic cause. So, we're getting close to this town center. I'm going to take this guy out now. Probably draw the attention of some paladins. Definitely some paladins. And we'll see about these crossbowmen. I mean, I'm not too concerned about them. Arrows going into wood. Already covered that. So, already getting hit, as expected, by crossbowmen, but we should get enough shots in where we get rid of this. Where are you firing at? You firing at the town center? The TC? Goodbye. Paladins are just blind to the action going on around them, apparently, which I thank you for. And that's a joke. No! Do not fire where did I not tell you to fire at. So I'm going to maybe... Oh, elite throwing axemen are going to ruin the party. Oh, and so are the Trebs. So... we got some wanderers over here. We got 5 Trebs in the bank. Going to send them down here now. And it looks like we're not going to be in range to get rid of Padua's wander. So I'm just going to delete everybody because it's a little hectic right now. And I'm going to hit you on the weak side. Not the flip side, not the strong side. The weak side. And they're going with another wonder. How quaint. So, to get rid of this, do I have any trebuchets left? Siege units, yes I do. To get rid of that, I'm going to... What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to send you up here. Try to get in range, come around this side, hit it quickly. So, Verona is my next concern, though. Need to get rid of their wonder before Padua's town center. So, you want to go right here. Getting rid of Verona, obviously, will just leave you with your weakest enemy, which is Padua, and it looks like this is going to linger into a part 4, unfortunately. So, you want to send it to the weakest point. It's pretty dull right there. And my mini-map's getting a little glitchy right now. I don't know if you can see that around the wonder area, but it's getting a little staticky. My screen's getting a little staticky too. So hopefully you're not seeing that. Alright, so take oh no, my screen's going haywire on me. Alright, now it stopped. I got all these red glitchy things on my screen. So I don't know if you can tell. So get rid of this guy. Wonder go down. It's pretty far in, so... Or it's far in its completion, so that's why it's taking a while. Opposed to the other guys, got rid of their wonder. Go for that town center. Can you hit? Come on, let's get the shots in. Let's get the shots in. You got the paladins firing in on you. Going full bore. Boom. Shock-a-lock and don't drop. Alright, so they just have... let's see if Verona's resigning here. I'm not sure. It looks like they are. Beautiful. So I can send these guys to greater duties, and I got a minute and a half left. So I'm going to sneak everybody around far enough I can get in range of this wonder. Looks like I'm going to be getting hit by a couple castles while I'm at it, but it'll be worth the spar. So Verona resigned. Beautiful. We could send these guys up right into thick of things, and looks like we're drawing a lot of their units' attention. So we want to get into here, get into action, probably get hit by a couple of Petards, but they haven't nearly built that wonder up as much as Verona did. So get unpacked quickly, get unpacked right now. Get unpacked, you mother. No. Everybody get unpacked. Jeez Louise, what's taking you so long? Alright, if we get rid of this wonder, it should complete the scenario. Yes!
King Attila,
it is it!
Before we pursue this wanton bloodshed any further, we request that you come personally to a meeting with Pope Leo I in Rome.
Oh, I love to hear it. So that is how you complete this scenario. Focusing on 9 buildings in total. Actually, 2, 4, 8, 10. 10 buildings in total. the town centers and the wonders that will be built by your 4 enemies. If you just focus on those guys and you don't worry about anything else, you understand that you can only defeat your enemies quickly once the wonder is being constructed. This scenario will be yours. Focus on trebuchets, focus on beefing up your cavalry to take down any siege units that come and threaten your city, and you'll be set for this whole scenario. They resign very quickly, so don't be intimidated by their full bases. You don't have to worry about demolishing them. If you want to, you can be the gladiator, you can be, you know, the Attila the Hun, the barbarian that annihilates everybody. So Attila the Hun looks like a cataphract. And once I get to, I'm gonna go through. This is probably gonna be like a 22-minute video, but that's fine for the final scenario that I'll be redoing before I move on to the final Age of Empires scenario, Age of Empires 2 scenario, Noryang Point in the Conquerors expansion. This one was a lot better than my previous Fall of Rome walkthrough. Things went a lot smoother, and I actually took advantage of taking on the town centers and wonders, which is something I ignored from the previous time I did this one. So hopefully this is satisfactory. Hopefully this one helped you out. Understand that you can take advantage of this weak side. You can get spies after taking down your 2 immediate enemies. Padua is close to you, but they do not attack you. They're not a threat, so you don't have to worry about them. Even though they begin building a wonder, they're more of an economic threat to you, a societal threat than a militaristic threat to you. So here's Pope Leo the First.
Attila, might I have a word with you in private, please?
Sir, sure you want to be in private with Attila, though? I sure as heck don't want to be in a dark alley with you, and I'm victorious. So I'll let you guys watch this cutscene, then we'll go over the menu screen or whatever, and I'll see you guys.
The city of Aquileia, at the tip of the Adriatic, was wiped off the face of the earth. The fugitives from that pitiful city took refuge among the islands, marshes, and lagoons at the head of the Adriatic Sea, and there founded a state that afterward grew into the Republic of Venice. But what of the Pope? I asked. No one knows what St. Leo said to the Hunnic king, but that very day, Attila turned his army around and started back for the Hun lands on the Danube. Attila the Hun died shortly thereafter. Since he had failed to claim Rome, he could not have Honoria, and instead brought another wife into his harem. On his wedding night, Attila suffered a nosebleed and choked to death. For a man who had boasted that where my horse has trodden no grass grows, it was a curiously anticlimactic death. The Hunnic warriors cut their hair and gashed their faces so that the king should be lamented, not by tears of maidens, but by the blood of warriors. Attila's bloody reign of conquest lasted only 8 long years. Father Armand was silent for a long time. He glanced over at the head on a stake. A Hunnic trophy, he said. I think the man was a Visigoth. He died at the Battle of the Catalonian Fields. I keep it here, so that I may see it every day and remember. Remember what, Father? I asked him. The scent of a burning village. The sound of butchery. The way peasants would flee before the Hun riders. The way we would ride them down. The way it felt to conquer alongside Attila and the Huns. He leaned so close, I could feel his breath. Sometimes, I miss it.
So that's a pretty cool spin on the story that you followed throughout this campaign. It's kind of anticlimactic. I do agree that Attila just turned his forces around, and I would be kind of disappointed if I worked that hard to defeat one of the greatest powers on Earth at the time and just throw it all away for a reason I was never informed about. So hopefully this redo of a couple scenarios in the Attila the Hun campaign helped you guys out, and it helped me out. It helped me get over my kind of displeasure with how I performed in those scenarios, and this is one of the games that I know the most about, and relatively speaking, and I wanted to make sure I capitalized that at my best of my ability. So hopefully this Fall of Rome scenario went well in your guys' eyes, and it helped you out yourself. So I'll see you guys when I do finish off the Conquerors campaign in Noryang Point.